How's it going, guys? My name is Jakefog and welcome back to episode number 8 of my Football Manager 2020 journey here today with Leeds United. And today we've got a fairly big game. We're playing, as you can see now, we've got Brighton away, Premier League opposition in the FA Cup. As you can see, they are currently sat rock bottom of the Premier League on just 19 points off from 28 games. They're not going to be too happy. And I've just noticed that Chris Wood is the top goal scorer in the Premier League. Former Leeds United man. Interesting. Well, I did not expect to see that, but yeah, anyway, Brighton away in the FA Cup, so potentially a really good chance to progress through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. It would actually be our second quarterfinal cup, or our second time reaching quarterfinals of the cups this season. If you do remember, we did actually get to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, but we got absolutely slaughtered by Sheffield United, and then after today's game against Brighton, we do have Huddersfield at home in the league, a pretty poor team. Hopefully we should do alright, but I guess we're just going to have to wait and find out. As we've seen previously, the games that seem the easiest are not always the easiest, but there has been one game in between, and I'll just quickly catch you up on what happened in that game. So Hull City away was our opposition. It took us all the way until the 87th minute to score. Leif Davis surging forward, plays through Shackleton in, I believe, in the box-to-box midfield role in this game, and he put it away nicely after coming on actually off the bench in the 71st minute. Hull City still a decent side. I think they're currently sat in round about 8th position, so away from home it was going to be tough, but we did have the better of the game, and well, it took us all the way until the 87th minute to score, but it goes down, as far as I'm concerned, as a 1-0 win, which I'm more than happy with against decent opposition. So in terms of the competition, Fulham did actually slip up in their game. So they are now sat on 82 points, and we are just 5 points behind them with 10 games remaining. So, well, we're definitely looking to close that gap on them, and we do have them at home in a few games' time, which we will actually play probably in the episode after this. But then behind us, QPR on 73 points and Brentford on 71 points, but yet to play, and they have got to play Cardiff by the looks of things. But anyway, on to today's game against Brighton. I'm going to play a fairly strong side. Unfortunately, Ben White cannot play because, well, he's a Brighton player. He's on loan from Brighton, so he's not allowed to play. I'm going to bring Helder Costa into the fold. And I'm also going to get Mateusz Bogus on alongside Klich, get that Polish partnership going. I'm also going to leave Davis at left back because he deserves a couple more games in the first team. Very solid player. But the lineup for today is as follows. We've got Kassir in goal, Struijk and Cooper at centre back, Phillips just in front of them, Dallas at right wing back, Davis at left wing back, Klich and Bogus in the middle. The Polish partnership, Costa on the right, Harrison on the left, with Big Kev, Jean-Kevin Augustin up top on his own as the pressing forward. And let's get straight into it. Bogus is lacking match fitness. He's not played much for me recently. I've been trying to rotate it around a little bit as I've forgotten to take it off of TV after showing that highlights. Let's see, give the players a little bit of a morale boost. Brighton have lost a lot of games. Okay, they don't like that. No one seems particularly motivated, which is not what we like to see. I have faith in you, go out and make a difference. A few of them look a little bit happier. And let's get into the games. I'm just going to switch it back to 2D. I prefer 2D. And let's see what we can do against Premier League Brighton. It is a slightly weakened side for us, but definitely not weak by any stretch of the imagination. You know, still, the majority of these players are players that have played multiple games. Well, in fact, Davis and Struijk are the only two players really that aren't regular features for me, and Davis is a player that when he has featured for me, he has not let me down. It's actually the first highlight of the game here. Dallas taking it down the right hand side, plays it inside to Klich to Costa, puts it across the box, but it's headed just as far as Harrison, plays it inside to Davis, across to Augustin, and Davis, another involvement in a goal, and Big Kev, another goal for him. Leif Davis, man, what is up with him? He's such a good player, even though his attributes don't necessarily say so. He always seems to perform to me. Lovely back heel from there, from Harrison there, across to Augustin. Keeper probably should have done better, but you know what? We will take it as he runs away, tapping his biceps. Big Kev with his big arms as a corner comes in from Phillips. Harrison, it is punched clear by Ryan as far as Moy now is he running down the left inside to Moy, headed to Morpay March, and he squeezes it in at Casillas' near post. And Brighton peg us back almost immediately as we'll watch it in 3D. This player, Izzy, ran down the left. He put it inside. A couple of nice little passes. Moy heads it down across from Morpay, and then March sneaks it right into that bottom corner to get them back on level terms. But so far we have had the best of the game as Struik on the ball now to Phillips. Inside to Bogus. Will definitely be looking to make a mark on the game today as he plays it out wide to Harrison. Right to the byline. Oh, Big Kev's shot is blocked. And now Brighton clear it, and that is the end of that highlight. Right, throwing for Brighton. Mustafi to Gross. Beats Phillips out. Back to Izzy Bernardo. Brighton take the lead. Bernardo, I believe, a left back, steaming in at that back post and absolutely hammers it into the roof of the net, as we'll see in 3D here. Gross beats Phillips, gets the ball in, headed back, and then hit on the volley. A really, really sweet strike. Not much that the keeper could have done with that. We're just 10 minutes to go to half-time. We are now behind. Disappointingly, as you can see, we have had the slight better of the game. So there is one more highlight by the looks of it just before half-time. Brighton on the ball, bringing it forward as Phillips intercepts it, and Harrison picks up the loose ball. Can he beat his man? He can. Great work from Harrison, and he smashes it over the bar, and that most likely will be the last action before half-time. The clock ticks down, and there we have it. Half-time, pretty even game. I'd say we have had the slight better of it, but Brighton do take a 2-1 lead. I'm going to tell them that I'm not particularly happy. Obviously Premier League opposition, but they're not particularly great. As you can see, only 19 points in the league for them. So considering this is the kind of opposition, and next year we will be expected to beat comfortably, hopefully, if we were to go up. We need to be doing better as Dallas dispossesses the wide man. Struik on it now, plays it forward to Augustin, loses out in the air, but Bogus is on hand to intercept to Augustin. 1-on-1, shot is blocked, and Mustafi just plays himself out of trouble. And that is that. But goal kick to Brighton, launch forward towards Morpay. Struik beats him in the air, but now Morpay through 1-on-1. Straight at Casilla, and it's turned behind for a corner. Corner comes in. Bogus heads clear. Mustafi on the ball. Izzy, Moy, proper. Back out to Gross. Please defend this proper on it now. What is going on? Absolute pandemonium as Click clears it. And that is where the highlight is going to end. But as one highlight ends, another one begins. The throw from Dallas is poor. But Helder Costa fights really well to win it back. Can he now beat out his man? No, he cannot. He plays it back to Dallas, whose pass is intercepted. A bit of pressure from Costa, but we cannot win the ball back as Brighton now look to build from the back. A few nice little passes here, but one long ball. Poor long ball, and Harrison is now... Oh, no, is he? No, Harrison did have it, but he lost out on it as Moy picks up to Gross. He's going to bring it forward now. He's got Morpay in the middle, but a great tackle from Phillips. Dispossesses him. Harrison now out on this left-hand side of Morpay's 1-on-1. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. What happened there? What happened there? Let's see. Harrison's on the ball. Put under some pressure by Gross. He just gives up possession of the ball. Great ball through, and Morpay makes no mistake and beats Casilla at his near post. And I'm not very happy at this whatsoever. Click is having an absolute stinker. Get him off. Get Shackleton on. What else? What other changes can I make? I'm going to give Alioski a little run out on this left wing because he's not really had much opportunity of late. Bless him, he has been out with an injury. So now is his chance to come in and make a name for himself. So there's just 20 minutes left. There's a highlight. Struik plays it, takes a throw into Dallas. Can he beat his man? I'm not really sure what happened there. And now Brighton have the ball back. Disappointingly as it plays back to the keeper, and they're going to look to play themselves out of trouble. Ball forward. There's a big space for March here. But Alioski gets back, puts a little bit of pressure on him, forces the ball back. And now Gross on it in the middle. He looks out left to Izzy. Crosses blocked, but it's just as far as proper. Back to Moy. Looks out right. It's a great ball to Patrick. Plays it into Glenn Murray, of all people, who heads it over. There's not long left. Helder Costa's uninterested. Get Pablo on. Let's go a little bit more attacking. I'm actually going to switch up. Can I switch? Yeah, switch up my two wingers. Both to more attacking than support duties. Just try and put a little bit of pressure on this Brighton back line, but so far having absolutely no luck as time is just ticking away. Nearly injury time now as there's a throw into Brighton. Gross plays it in, proper heads it down, and Brighton are 4-1 up, and that is that. As you see the 3D replay here, ball crossed in from Gross, header from around the penalty spot, and it's just nestled into the bottom corner. As the game ticks away, that is the end. A 4-1 loss. Oh, absolutely shocking. I'm not happy whatsoever with that. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, I guess on to Huddersfield. Oh dear, Barry Douglas is injured, which means out for 4 to 5 weeks, which means he is going to be out for a fair few games. So 4 weeks from now will be so he's going to miss the next 5, 6 possibly games. So Leif Davis, it is your time to shine, I guess, my son. He's done well when called upon him, and I'm just going to make him. I'm sure he was available for the 23s. I'll need to make him unavailable for the 23s. There we go. Oh shit! I've just made everyone available for the 23s. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Get rid of that. There we go. I was wondering why it wouldn't let me make him unavailable. Leif Davis, come on, my son. You're a decent player. You've played well for me when you've been called upon. Look at that. He's played 5 times in the league. He's got a 7.8 average rating. Now is your time, Leif. Now is your time. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Something that I did not realise about this game is we are the evening kickoff. And well, if you focus on the teams trailing behind us, Brentford 1-1 draw with Wednesday, Fulham 2-2 draw with Bristol City, and QPR, the team currently sat in 3rd place, a 1-0 loss away at Preston, and that is absolutely huge. We just have a little look at the standings now. So that means that we could potentially go just 3 points behind Fulham, 6 points ahead of QPR, 7 points ahead of West Brom, and then 7 points ahead of Brentford. Obviously, they do still have a game left to play, but that has just that's just added a little more into this game for me, as I need to now sort out the team that I'm going to be putting out. I don't want to. Click has had an absolute shocker as of late. Jamie Shack's coming in. Helder Costa, he did not enjoy that last game. He is not starting. Pablo is going to play out on that right hand side. Bogus had a decent game. Struick, obviously, you're not playing. I'm getting Ben White back into the fold. Yeah, I think that is probably the team that I'm going to go with. So it's Kassir in goal, White and Cooper, the centre-back partners, with Phillips sat just in front of them in the half-back role. Dallas at right wing-back, Davis at left wing-back, Shackleton and Bogus in the middle, Pablo on the right, Harrison on the left, and Big Kev up top on his own. And well, this game is absolutely huge. Not only is it a local derby, Huddersfield Town, we've obviously got a very good chance to try and escape from the pack after pretty much everyone has slipped up. I expect to see a much better performance from you today. Yeah, after pretty much everyone slipped up in the last this week's round of fixtures, and a really good chance to put some pressure on Fulham up top. Switch Phillips to that half-back role once again, as Huddersfield do only have one striker, as we're starting things off with a highlight. Bit of a rarity. Can we get ourselves off to an unbelievable start? Really quick goal. Dallas down this right hand side. Going to look to swing it in. Cross is blocked, but he gets it back. Swings it in. Harrison at the back post. And it's straight at Lussell, the keeper. And what a start that would have been inside 30 seconds. As Harrison, oh my God. Harrison scores. He couldn't put away the one-on-one, but he gets the header from the corner. I'm not sure what the keeper was doing. Just absolutely rooted to his line as Harrison just came off that front post. And what a header that is, by the way, right into the top corner, and gives us an early lead. But Huddersfield now with a corner. White heads it clear, and Hernandez is on hand to pick it up, but his ball forward, Big Kev loses out. And now Huddersfield have it at the back, plays it forward to Emile Smith-Rowe, under pressure from Dallas, who gets the ball back off him, and now Shackleton looking to break in that box-to-box midfield role. He can run forever, beats his man, and the shot is straight at the keeper. But promising signs early on, we are looking good, and Huddersfield are surely going to be absolutely rattled after that early goal. And now we just need to make sure we keep the pressure on and don't give them anything really. Hopefully a few more goals would definitely not go amiss, but past the halfway mark in this first half and things are going well so far. No more real highlights to talk of. As the corner comes in, it's swung, it's cleared away. Ben White picks up on the edge of the box. Big Kev smashes it in at the near post. And that gives us a 2-0 lead, the most dangerous lead in football. But hopefully today we can indeed hang on. Maybe the 3-0 lead is the most dangerous lead in football. If you did see the last episode, or if you did miss it, we were beating Middlesbrough 3-0 and we ended up drawing 3-3 with them after absolutely throwing it away in the last 20 minutes. But there is actually a highlight going on straight from the kick-off. As Huddersfield still have... Huddersfield? Yeah, it is Huddersfield. Huddersfield still have possession of the ball and Shackleton nips in. He's a little terrier. He's clear of the defenders and he smashes it into the far corner. And we have got a 3-0 lead. Jamie Shackleton with an unbelievable bit of play. Picks up the ball inside his own half and he was off. Breezes past the defender with ease. Who is it? Schindler. And smashes it into that far corner. Jamie Shackleton showing why he should be playing in that box-to-box role ahead of Matthias Klick. And well, 3-0 up. We're not even at half-time yet. And as I say, that time is ticking away. No more highlights as we are going to reach half-time with a 3-0 lead. And Huddersfield, just one shot managed throughout that entire half. Jamie Shackleton, the top performer. Kiko Casilla struggled to perform. It's hard to struggle to perform when you faced one shot all game. But I'll just tell them that I'm very happy with the way things are going. Keep it going, lads. Please don't mess it up like you did against Middlesbrough. But just see this out now. Just see it out. Right, 60 minutes in, and I think it's time to switch up some tired legs. I'm going to get Alfie McCalmont on. I'm going to bring Ayling on at right back because he is in some serious need of match fitness. It's a little bit risky bringing him on. And you know what, actually? I'm going to make one more change as well. I'm going to take off Phillips and bring on Forshaw because Phillips is very susceptible to getting booked. And the less bookings he gets, the better, because the less likely he is to end up being suspended for a very important run-in. As Huddersfield are actually on the counter here, Grant beats everyone, and Casilla saves, and it is cleared, but just as far as Smith Rowe, Davis gets over and makes the tackle, and now Big Kev, he's bearing down on goal. What's he going to do? Is he going to wait for men to join him? He is not. He's going to drive straight at the defender and get tackled as it is cleared. And that probably will be the end of the highlight. And, well, actually, it continues. Well, I'm assuming it continues. The throw-in was from the same position as where it went out. So while it's just bouncing around, Cooper picks it up. What's he going to do with it? Plays it all the way back to Kiko. Like to see that. Just retain possession of the ball. Wait for an opening as White plays a great ball out to Hernandez. Out to Ayling. The substitute on in place of Daz Ayling into Big Kev. And the ball is deflected behind for a Leeds United corner. Corner comes in. And that's it. That is the highlight. Right, into the last 10 minutes now. Time is just slowly ticking away. And there is another highlight in just the 86th minute. Shaliver on the ball now after the header back from Willock. Stearman plays it all the way back to the keeper, and they're back where they started. What a waste of a goal kick that was, but a lovely little chip over Big Kev. As Brown's on it now, inside to O'Brien, then to Hogg, to O'Brien, to Schindler, to Stearman. This is really good football from Huddersfield, something I never thought I'd ever say in my lifetime, as the ball is played out to Willock. He beats Davis. No, he does not beat Davis, but O'Brien gets on the edge of the box and the save comes in from Kiko Casilla, tips it nicely over the bar. The corner comes in and it is cleared by Cooper, but it's a free kick to us anyway, as we are now into injury time. Just 1 minute remaining, time is ticking away, and there we go. Did we even have a shot in that second half? I don't know. Yeah, we definitely did. For some reason, I thought we had 11 shots in that first half, which I'm pretty certain is not right. But I'm just gonna double check. When did all of our shots come in? Let's see. 41st minute, 30th minute, 30th minute, 1st minute, 13th minute, 32nd minute, 32nd minute, 3rd minute, 22nd minute. I don't think we had a shot in that second half. Oh no, Big Kev had one shot in the 72nd minute. We had one shot in that second half. That is atrocious. But well, 3-0 victory. Very happy with the result and the way that you played. Absolutely love to see that. Quality possession provides a victory. Poor Chris Hughton unhappy with the rival defeat. And now Ayling's got himself a little bit of an injury. Not ideal. skip this press conference. Sergio Gonzalez may well have been taking a closer look at Pablo Hernandez, the Rayo Valladolid boss. Well, they're looking like they're going to get relegated, so hopefully he doesn't leave. And Leeds maintain unbeaten record at Huddersfield's expense, 9 matches in a row without losing. With that being said, let's just have a look at this schedule. Look at that. If in the league, lost there, but look at that lovely sea of green and orange. And well, we have actually been playing really well. It feels like I focus too much on the games that we don't win, and I kind of forget about the games that we have won. But reality, win, draw, win, draw, win. That is very, very, very good form. But anyway, once again, we will probably just play this one game in between episodes, and next up we have got Fulham and Luton at home. Fulham at home is absolutely huge. The current league leaders, and as things stand with the table, well, with the goal difference, I believe a 2-goal win for us would see us go top on goal difference by 1 goal, because they go down to 41. We would go up to 42, and then we would be in for a very, very interesting run in. As you can see, we do actually play some very, very weak sides. Let's just have a little look over here. So we've got Cardiff in 11th, Fulham in 1st, Luton in 22nd, Blackburn in 10th, Stoke 24th, 17th, 23rd, 19th, 16th. So we do have a pretty easy run in. So hopefully if we can get the better of Fulham, that may potentially leave us with the league title. But anyway, that is where I am going to finish off today's episode. Actually, no, it's not where I'm going to finish off today's episode, because I've just realised something, and I will be 1 second. So what I have just realised is we are currently in this game at the exact point of where the championship was actually postponed. So after 37 games in the championship, Leeds in real life are sat top with 71 points from 37 games. So we are way above that points total, the real life points total. So I just thought that was something interesting. Fulham are actually in real life currently sat on 64 points, and they've got an extra 19 points. Another thing I'm actually quite interested in, which I wanted to look at, the goals scored and conceded. If I can just look at the full league table. So in real life, we've scored 56 and conceded 30, and in the game we've scored 74 and conceded 34. So we're doing pretty... Oh, sorry. That was me dropping my phone. We are doing pretty well in terms of relation to real life. But yeah, I thought that was something a little bit interesting. But anyway, that is where I am going to finish off today's episode. As always, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please do be sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I'll catch you in the next episode.